I needed to pay for my exams. I called my father and asked him to pay for my exams. He said my mother should find a man and pay for it. 12 years old, I was a janitor at ILO. You know ILO? So my first job was a janitor, and I had a nice set of black shoes, and I used to leave the red when I'm done wiping those floors in the night. I used to leave ILO at about 10 hours and to build my mother a house because she was kicked out. She was walking on the street, nowhere to live. My brother and sisters were on the street too. And what I did was start going to union. I painted a house, I built a house, I got a house out of scrap metal from everybody who I knew, and I built a house in Albertstown, and that's where they stayed. And then I I always failed my high school girlfriend at the time because she was supposed to have the time and other guys had time for her and all of that. And I told her that if you want to go to someone else, that's fine. But they will never be as great as I will be. So you're people use it to learn, use it to tour, and all these things. Now, give thanks for remaining to good reason. But really and truly, that's my presentation. I'm going to talk to you now, but I just want to tell you that story. So remember now, don't slap the reason and put somebody's face. Good? Respect. But give you a big round of applause and that, and keep it going. Excellent presentation there by Kadeem. And so many lessons and important strategies learned. So remember the key part of this presentation was what? All you can do what? Make money with your passion. And the key tips and key takeaways were what? You have to first do what? You have to start. Because you can't have the ambition and the passion, you know. But if you sit down and say, boy, you know, more make a nice little gaming business and have the code. Come on. Now what does that mean? It means what? What it means? Redefining ambitions by the Aspirations. I invite at this time Jamari Perkins to make his way up to make a quick presentation to Kadeem. So Jamari, kind of make your way up quickly so we can have a quick presentation done to our special guest. Yeah man, keep the applause going for Jamari as he comes now.
Man's them.
Alright, thank you for teaching us about how you can monetize your passion and how money that turns. Thank you for teaching us how to monetize our passions and also like how links and connections are very important. And like when they start like certain businesses, they might fail in the start, but if they keep on going, you'll see success. So thank you for that.
You can't do that alone because sometimes we have one something with that, we have one going to our university or our college. So we know the book, we have to balance the something, you know, extra curricular people, we have to balance it with the book work. Because we know, I always don't talk about the book work someday, you understand? Because we can't excel. Most of we can't excel based on the one, we can't reality we have options. Apart from dream, we not achieve. So when we have the options, then we say yes. Alright. So we are top chance at me, we are top cricketer, we are top footballer, and we have the subject. So you just only start applying any school you want, because they have it like that. You get to be a talented and you're bright. That's a part of dream right there. So it's an alright. But furthermore, ensure that when the university and attain what is it that is required to be successful.
Achieve, take it from me. I 100% believe I am saying here because I'm one of the person who came from the garrison, come from the ghetto. You know what I mean? Not you pay right now, I garrison you. So you live in my environment and feel certain tensions and gas, the Jago start. Boy, man, I have to go on there. Further on the line, you want to move out that garrison, move the nice house by you. You want to take feel like, oh, my fellow gentleman over here who spoke earlier. Yeah, you want to say, boy, I take feel. You want to say, when you call on the mother, yeah, that's the money. Oh, yes, yeah. Alright, but people have money always tell you that.
This is it.
You have to say money, you know, say, you have to come tell her, you have to go to right there, buy her a nice house, buy her a nice car, vice versa. So, in other words, we have to keep it real. Whatever you want, you can achieve. So right here and there, I am just telling you this. You have to have ambition, and you have to be easy.
Now please, the first time I saw a human being and acknowledged him as a sprinter was when he took the field. Ramon Lewis was the king of sprinting from Campbell, and human being does it on one race. Pop the record. I was a new king for the block. In human play last year champs, I'm certain he lost the race. He lose. Now next this. If you was a man that was just going on the floor and listen to what people tell him, he would not have been the youngest 100-meter world champion. Johan Blake is the second fastest man of all time. The only man faster than him is Usain Bolt. But, so don't listen to nobody. And next thing you need is an overstar, right? The Virgin spoke about Marcus Garvey. But I don't feel like most of us know how great Marcus Garvey is. Put up your hand if you know it's Martin Luther King. Alright, good. Put up your hand if you know it's Malcolm X. Alright, cool. Those are Americans. I'm going to teach you something now. Jamaica too Americanized. We love to listen to what the television tell you. Marcus Garvey is the greatest black man. I'm going to show you how. Barack Obama, the first black president, looks up to Marcus Garvey. Martin Luther King came to Jamaica, he visited Jamaica. I was born here. And Martin Luther King tell the world, say Marcus Garvey is the first person to make a black man feel like he was somebody. Hear that? Martin Luther King said that for Marcus Garvey. Malcolm X, who everybody knows, his father was a Garveyite. When my building in the house and the Ku Klux Klan man then found that white and broke the window and said, send him out, send him his father to kill him. Why? Because he was a father of Marcus Garvey. So I'm going to show you how great Garvey is. Where Garvey come from? We're in Jamaica. Same man around one little place. And the man had 4 million followers. You understand? 4 million black people, the man round about them up following. One black man in a time.
On the Facebook.
And no Facebook, no Twitter, no anything. No WhatsApp. And the man had 4 million followers.
That's why them kill
So you can talk about badness. And Marcus Garvey badness and real badness. You can make a white man theory of potential. So all I'm going to end by saying is, teach your hopes to the very stars themselves. Let no man hold you down, let no man kill your dreams. Marcus Garvey that girl. Brilliant. And a brilliant way to wrap up the news and inspire the brother up here. Listen, you working have shared their thoughts and the reality that you can't just sit down like a boat and anchored, hoping that you're going to reach a dream and reach a goal. I'm praying that the wind will just blow you in the direction you need to go. It will not happen. Having the ambition is just one part of the picture. But if you don't start somewhere, you don't take the land, you don't work towards those goals, the ambition will just sink and you will run. Speaking with you guys is more valuable than me earning $250,000 in 1 hour. Tell me why.
Sir, because time is money and you're being studying with your time. Antonio.
Hold it, Samson, okay? Alright, watch it now. Hold it. Hold it.
Put value in yourself, like a man.
Alright, so he said that I would be wasting my time by speaking. He may be right. Because if I were to come here and you probably don't listen and I leave and you don't get nothing from it, I would have wasted my time, guys. But if I were to stay here for 30 minutes and talk to you and you listen and you get something out of it, and I can impact at least one person, then I would not have wasted my time. So the first thing I want to ask is that, are you committed to listen to me for the next 15 minutes? So that means we're not going to waste our time. High five. Beautiful. Alright. So what you know? See? Background. By the way, all the boys are in this room that attend St. Jago? First, so what? Third part? 6? Alright. So, my story started out in R.A.D.A.M in Trelawney, see? Anybody know where R.A.D.A.M is in Trelawney? No?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So, I was born, by the way, I just celebrated my 33rd birthday, right?
That's it also.
Yeah, man. So, I was born in a place called R.A.D.A.M in Trelawney. I went to a local high school, all-age school, sorry, it was a primary school. And at the time, I lived with my mother and my father. And I went to school barefooted. Now, going to school in the country barefooted in 1997 is something when I tell people they don't believe, but I did. I never had light until 2005. And when I came to Kingston, it was the first time I saw a toilet that can flush. So I used to use a pit latrine. You know exactly what that's happening. In 1997, I had an aunt, her name is Sandra. She just texted me this morning that she's in the United States and she got her citizenship. But let me tell you about Auntie Sandra. She came to the country and I was in a guinea tree eating guineas. It was a Sunday evening and I want to paint the picture for you. My father was at the cricket pitch and he was playing cricket. My mother was there preparing a meal. And she was pregnant with my brother, or my sister actually. And she was preparing a meal on a wood fire. Now, I was in the guinea tree eating guineas, and the guineas were my Sunday dinner. My aunt,
Well, she was looking after some boy. I was very hungry. That's a very good question though. You're thinking. I was very hungry. I went to the Guinness and I was eating Guinness. That was my little Sunday dinner. That was my way of stopping a girl. My aunt started crying. I couldn't understand why she was crying because it was the norm for us to go days without eating, the norm for us to go and beg food, or the norm for us to farm and use that to eat. We didn't have much. Anyhow, she threw me in the car. My father didn't know.
Next one.
And she took me to Kingston. I attended a school called Georgia the Primary. Anybody know that school? You used to go to that school? Alright. The first time I came to Kingston, they took me to August Zone. That's where we lived. And the first time I saw McDonald's was actually on my way up. And I couldn't forget that while entering August Zone, a man was just shot and killed. They threw us out the car, took the car, took him to the hospital. Not sure if he died or he lived. I stayed in August Zone for another couple of years. I needed to pay for my exams. I called my father and asked him to pay for my exams. He said my mother should find a man and pay for it. My first job was 12 years old. I was a janitor at ILO. You know ILO? So my first job was a janitor, and I had a nice little black shoes, and I used a little red when I'm done wiping those floors in the night. I used to leave ILO at about 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock to go to school the next morning. A lady, Miss Pinnock, she took me into her house. She attended our church. And when my grandmother was away in church form, she started looking after me. She gave me $700 per day, and my job was to clean the dog poo. She waked me at 4 o'clock one morning, the dogs were making noise, and she thought that I needed to go into the doghouse and clean the poo. I did it because I was getting the money and I was in a safer environment than I was. So I continued being a janitor. I was promoted to packing bags. And when I got that promotion, I used to earn all sorts of money from packing bags and all of that. Until before I tried to get my exams paid for, I couldn't get it paid for. My father, he told me no. So I started writing letters. And one of the letters I wrote, guys, just to tell you, was asking a company to pay for my exam. And if they paid for my exam, I would work for them in the Christmas. They did. But I didn't know who the lady was. Apparently the lady owned True Juice. But what had happened was that I had the letters and I walked illegally begging people to pay for my exam. Everybody said no. And this lady took me in after it started raining. And she read the letter, couldn't see everything because it was all wet. And she started to walk. She wiped me off with a towel first, and then she started crying, and she gave me a check for $15,000 to pay for my CXCs. No. I should tell you how I probably afforded JC and lunch because I was taking care of my brother and my sister, so the monies I was working as a janitor and as packing bags couldn't even cover my lunch. So what I used to do is to collect lunch for my colleagues, and I collect $20 for every lunch I collected. I started creating flags. I built flags around Champs time and I sold Sweetie. In addition to that, I convinced the operators of the canteen, Ms. Price was there, so she can tell you I'm not lying. I convinced them to give me lunch from whatever was left at the end of lunchtime. So I got what was left from the canteen, and I promised the guy who ran the canteen that if he did it, I would have repaid him one day. I left JC. I got 3 scholarships to go to university at the time. My brothers and sisters were still in the country not going to school. I convinced JPS and Sadicor to split up the scholarship so that I can pick up my brother and my sister from the country and have them go to school. When I did that, Sadicor also gave us a little house to live in, and they gave me a scholarship. I was studying something called Actuarial Science, which is really calculating the probability of things happening. So they thought I was very good at math, right? Actuarial Science, you can Google it. And my job was to calculate the probability of things happening. So I can calculate the probability of somebody living or dying or something, you're walking out in a car, hitting you. That's what I did. So I went to uni and I studied this. At the time I needed more money to sustain myself and my family. My mother would have gotten a job at the gas station, but she walked off because she said it was too much for her, so I had to take on additional jobs. I couldn't go to UA full time, so I had to take on additional jobs just to sustain my family. I started tutoring to sustain my family. And I fell in love with this concept of providing personalized education to people while at UA. So I started tutoring people at GC and at R.A.D.A.M. When I started tutoring, I only had 2 students. And those 2 students that I started with, I never forget one evening I was at UA, I never had anything, and one of the mothers came to me with food and towels and so on because I didn't have much again. And at the end of UA, my mother, she got so sick that she got very slim. I got something close to a nervous breakdown at UA because I was trying to maintain a 4.3 GPA while taking care of everybody, working many jobs and trying to be Superman. So I had to stop. I had to stop because at the time while going to UA, I was trying to build my mother a house because she was kicked out. She was walking on the street, nowhere to live. My brother and sisters were on the street too. And what I did was stop going to UA and I painted a house, I built a house, I got all sorts of scrap metal from everybody who I knew, and I built a house in Augustown, and that's where they stayed. At the end of UA, I got a little apartment. And I got my apartment in New Kingston. I started to work. The first paycheck I got, I went into collectibles in R.A.D.A.M. And I had a shoes at the bottom was rubbing out, right? So I went into collectibles, bought a Kenneth Cole shoes and took off the old shoes and put on the new one right then and there. It was my first paycheck, it was my first proper shoe, bought a sock store and a nice belt. And I walked out and I felt new. Anyhow, I continued working. 2 years after that, I got a Fulbright scholarship. I should tell you, at age 19, I was a Rhodes Scholarship finalist. That's the biggest scholarship in the world. On the night of my Rhodes Scholarship interview, I was drawn to the police station because my brother was given trouble and the police took him in. And I was asked to bail him. When I got my first job, my sister was missing from home. I had to be driving around in communities looking for her. It has been tough. It has been really, really tough. When I started working, my mother sent me a little note that she was going to kill herself. It was Friday the 13th, 2013. And I went to Augustown, I got her, I put her in a hotel for the night so she wouldn't hurt herself, and she was just stressed. I took her into my apartment in New Kingston, and every morning, 5 o'clock, she walks out without my knowledge on the street, and I had to run behind her before I got the job, my job at Sagicor. It was tough, it was really tough. Now that's what I'm telling you, and a lot of people would not have heard publicly ever before, but I'm sharing with you so you understand the journey. That makes sense? So I was running behind my mother and so on. Turns out that she had an overactive thyroid and she was getting sick. She thought she had HIV, but she didn't. She was getting really slim because she was very stressed out. Because what I did after university, I just ran to focus on my own career. And I didn't want the stress of focusing on everything else. Turns out she ended up in Ward 21. You know Ward 21? That's the mad people ward at UA. And she was there for a couple of months. While she was sick, I got a Fulbright scholarship to go overseas at one of the best universities that you know. The scholarship was about $10 million. President Obama was president and it was one of the big scholarships. It's the biggest scholarship offered by the US government. And it was to study financial engineering at the University of Columbia. I wrote to the US government. And it was the most painful letter of my life. It was telling that I can't take the plane. I was to leave in 2 weeks. I couldn't take the plane. My mother was sick. And I had so many issues that I needed to solve. I had unfinished business in Jamaica. And at the time, I was studying to become an actuary, and I started using these videos to prepare for my exams. I did the exams using the videos. I didn't use the book, and I got a perfect score on the actual exam. Now I want you to understand that a perfect score you cannot get on an actual exam. First of all, there are less than 20,000 actuaries in the United States versus 2 million accountants. This is one of the rare deals. This is math. You couldn't get a perfect score. I got a perfect score using some videos. I gave up my scholarship. I cried when I was giving up the scholarship, by the way. But as a countryman, that's what you wanted, not true? Scholarship to one of the biggest universities and so on. I gave it up, and I started making math videos for people online. And at the time, people thought I was crazy, people thought I was mad. How the hell you give up a salad? Oh, you do all of this? You're crazy, boy? That's what they said. They said I was crazy. 2 years into that whole adventure, I would have raised in excess of about $80 million in capital to fund the business. But I ran out of money. And when I ran out of money, guess what? I had to shut down the physical office. I had to move back home, and I bought a share. You know the share that they use trimming here? I bought it and started trimming myself. I ran out of money again. This idea that I had to build out online education for every single person everywhere in the world. I ran out of money. I sold everything. I sold my car, I sold my jewelry, I sold everything that I owned. And I also sold some of my shares for $6 million. And people asked me if I was crazy again, I should walk away from the business, I should leave it. Because you can't make money from education. Nobody now going to learn online. You now going to work. I sold everything. And I loaned the company $12 million from selling everything that I had. Many people who started with me left me and said, Ricardo, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And they left me. And they called me a madman again. They thought I was mad. And I told them that I am on a mission to make learning personalized online, and I'm not going to stop. In COVID, or even before COVID, we made our first profit. After President Obama again came back and we got a fellowship. I was the first selected fellow for the Young Leaders of America's initiative in 2016. I went to Washington and I learned business, and I learned how to run a successful business, and I came back and I changed the business, and we made a profit for $12 million. So I said, all right, we find the formula now. You know the song in formula? We find the formula. Alkaline, the formula, you know the song? But I come back with the formula. That's literally what I did. I went, I got the formula, came back, boom. Now check this out now, check this out now. I made up to 2018 that I made the first profit. I made $100 million in losses. Losses. Just building the company. Will it? And people say again, I'm mad. And then COVID came around. Well, shut down, everybody had to learn online. And during that process, they called Ricardo to keep over 500,000 people in school. Can you imagine that? And then people start flipping the switch and say, wait, this man is a genius. That's what they started saying. He's a genius. You know, he knew what he was doing, this and that, he stuck to it, he did that.
Yes, geniuses are.
And then, boom, we made $100 million profit. Boom, we made $400 million in revenue. Boom, the company listed at $2 billion Jamaican dollars. And then, last week, September 6th was my birthday, right? I was officially a billionaire.
That is it.
Now, first of all, I said that and I won't repeat it because that's not what it's about, guys.
I couldn't care less whether I worth $1 billion or $1. It doesn't matter. I can tell you that when the company was listed on September 1, I went to a cook shop and I had a cooked meal with chicken and rice, same way that I usually do. It has not changed me one way or another. But I thought it was important to share with you that perspective. I thought it was important to share with you that perspective so you understand that as a male growing up in Jamaica, nothing is impossible. Because if what I describe as my life is any worse than your life now, you have no excuse to achieve in this life. None whatsoever. In second form, my average was 39. My math grade was in the 90s, but my average was way low. 39. And that was in the lowest. I got a 20 average. My math grade was always great, but there were so many things happening at home I couldn't focus. My uncle was the area leader by the way. It was all gunshots. We had to go under the bed most times and run up and down. It was just chaotic. I couldn't focus in school. And then, occasionally you have the girlfriend who call you and she wants to sleep on the phone with you and think I have to give her time to. And I was very blunt, you know. I was very blunt. I looked up the numbers, I never forget, and I found out that there were about 4 billion women in the world. You're just one of them. I always told my high school girlfriend at the time, because she was supposed to have the time and other guys had time for her and all of that. And I told her that if you want to go to someone else, that's fine. But they will never be as great as I will be. So if you're by the way, that has turned out to be true too, because I literally checked back all the guys she was with and, you know, they're not doing as well. So that made me feel good. But the point I'm making that I don't want you to lose focus on is that life can be as easy or as difficult as you want it to be, but it depends on your mindset. You see, like where you are now, guys. By the way, let me say this one last thing before I'm going on that. I went to Mexico in Liverpool and I met a schoolmate of mine. And when I looked at him, he was a security guard. Now I'm not hating on a security guard. The problem is that it messed me up because I'm saying, crap, you have the same opportunity that I did. And how is it that you end up there and I ended up there? Now part of it is luck. Let me be very clear. Because some people work hard and they don't turn out well, you know. You didn't know that? Some people study and they don't turn out well that work. But guys, let me just tell you this, man. You see this thing called luck, when people talk about luck? Is where preparation meets opportunity. Me can tell you that. Because I won't heap of people will tell you something lucky, but you remember the story when we just share with you? You know how many of my friends in high school come down and eyes low and see me and wipe the floor them and laugh after me? And said, oh, I never do that. You know how many people in a high school doubted me? One time I had a teacher, Miss Daly, who looked for my socks and he did have woody for holy night and she laughed after me. He was a library teacher, never forget.
Buy our socks every year.
And I was so conscious of how I looked for my dress after that because I never want somebody to make me feel like that again. The point I'm saying, guys, is that you have an incredible opportunity in high school right now to make the most of your time. And the choices you make now, 10, 20 years from now, are going to determine how you look back on life. When you be a Ricardo, you can sit down and say, yo, make do the thing. Or will you be the person who are about your hand middle and say, yo, Jago, you know, say, I didn't know, I'm going to do it a little differently. The system of fight them. So the question is, guys, we talk about choices. You know about choices? Watch me now, watch me now. Watch me. Now leave you now, but hear me out. I don't smoke weed nor cigarette, neither do I drink. Keep in mind, I have no issues if you do. Watch me. The reason I don't do it personally, because I must always have a 100% cognitive ability to see people's action. When I go out to parties, me are the sober one, you know why? Any story I tell her, me I tell it tomorrow morning. Any story, good, bad, or watch me now. Me no smoke because me will say make you get high. And when me get high, me can't think about how me are going to make money or me are going to deliver value for people, etc. Me can't think. The point is that, guys, I am always in control of my life. I won't if I you go school, you tell me to cut school class. I won't if you tell me all the things what we need to do. And then you sound nice, you know, people. Because when you hear say I go school class, go yes, I go link that girl, I go do this and that, it's so good. It's so good. But you know what? I made a different choice. And let me just say, some people make bad choices too, you know, and it turn out good. So I know every way it works naturally, you know. But I want to tell you my story, Ricardo Allen's story. That number one, it can be any flipping thing that you want to be. Pardon my language, Miss Price. You can be anything you want to be. Nothing is impossible. And if you hear your friend talking, just tell him hold on. Remember the match that I did at the front, right? You can be anything that you want to be. Nothing is impossible. And you have choices. And your choices will determine where you end up 10, 20 years from now. And if you make good choices now, you stand a better chance at life, people. You see, all of them things where people are worried about and you care about in a high school, then no matter. Yo, may I tell you, so then no matter. All the man them who used to wear wallaby clocks, cheese bottom clocks, this, that, the other, it no matter.
Yes, sir.
The best belt, this and that, it no matter. You know the only thing that matter? I want in your head. Because you can take everything from me.
I have some questions I understand. So I'd love for you to allow maybe another 5 minutes to have them pose the questions that they have. So they can also share with you how they feel about your presentation. Stand up.
What happened to your kidney?
That's a very good question. We were in Australia for about 7 years, and after my sister ran away and my brother got into all the problems. I literally had to protect myself and my mind. So I went to youth board and I left them behind. And we have recently connected. I met up with my sister, she had a nice good son. And I brought him over to my house and it was very nice to hear somebody call the uncle. It was really cool. And my brother in COVID when everybody was dying and so on, I reached out to him and told him that I loved him and we have tried to connect recently as well. So, you know, I have to protect myself for 7 years, but there's nothing thicker than love. And I have sought to reach out back to them, to connect back with them, because at the end of the day I only have one brother or 2 brothers and sisters. Good question.
What happened to your mother?
She had an overactive thyroid, so it's like your thyroid gland determines the balance of hormones in your system. And when you have an overactive thyroid, it makes you very slim. So she got very slim and so on. I got her a visa. So when I gave up the scholarship, 1 year after I took the letter to the embassy to say the reason I gave up the scholarship is my mother. But I never had the time to take care of her. So I asked them for a visa for her so family members overseas can help with her. I got her the visa, she ran off. And again, I was very upset. I actually reported it. And now she has been married, have a house. She just said me yesterday that actually I can show you the picture. Come here. She just got her citizenship as a United States citizen. I want you to understand that nothing I share with you guys is a lie, it's an open book, right? She just said to me that this is what she said. We
I'm known American citizens who are need to be traveled up to apply for my American passport, not can vote.
Another thing I will tell you, I'm telling you, right? This is my mom. She said in a picture, she said that she just got her American citizenship. I had to forgive her too, because I felt like she could have put me in trouble by me going to the embassy getting her visa. By the way, I went home one day and I found a focus bag, you know focus bag? A focus bag of weed. And she did go buy weed to go sell it to make money to help me. And literally, I was broken. I police station or youth, they said me I'm going to family convinced me to bring her to the hospital. So my family has hurt me a lot, but guess what? We are all alive and we are good, and I have no grudge, and everybody good, and I'm happy for my mother and so on, and I wanted to do what I'm doing for her. That's the story. That's what happened to my mother. Big up. What is my biggest inspiration? That's a very good question, my brother. Alright, what do you know? Everybody knows Sagicor? You know what was named before Sagicor? Life of Jamaica, right? The guy who founded Sagicor is a guy named R.A.D.A.M. He's a JC boy, he's 88 years old now, see? In 2007, while at JC, I met Danny. And Danny took me under his wing as my father. And when I left university, he told me not to write a resume. I should create a business plan to create a business. He was my first investor. He gave me $1 million in 2013. And he invested in the company that I just listed. He's my biggest inspiration. And I'll tell you why. That man never went to university. He was a serial entrepreneur. He teaches you how to use the knife and fork. This when you want a Rhodes Scholarship, normally you know. You have to time with the previous Rhodes Scholars using knife and fork, but as a countryman, they never really know how to use knife and fork. So Danny bring me up and house and show me him and his wife how to use knife and fork in a penny tent before the Rhodes Scholarship interview. So them man they show me how to use knife and fork. Them man they show me how to do business. Them man they show me how to be a father to my brother and sister, and how to be a good citizen. And he also show me how to help others. So he's my biggest inspiration. Come on, boys. Alright, what you?
So people heard about what happened to your father in all this.
Alright, what you know? Put me in the prayer. King Father. Alright, so what you know, right? The truth is that, I mean I tell you like this now, if you don't want to know the answer, don't ask, see? Alright, so my father is living in R.A.D.A.M, see? And the other day, I'm going to R.A.D.A.M in a primary where I walk, where I go to the school, I'm going to give everybody who graduated $10,000, see? Everybody. He was there in the crowd and he ran up and said, he's my father. This would have been the first time I've seen him in about 20 years. And I looked at him, and my daughter was with me, so I introduced my daughter to him. And I said, this is your grandfather. He also asked me to drive between him and him colleague to drop him back in high school and give the drive. And my wife looked for me and said, why don't you give the drive? He also asked me for some money and said that on his face and he's sick and the man was terminally ill. So he gave him money. And when I left, my wife asked me, said, why me not bitter? Like, why me not vex? Why you give the money? And she told me, said, he might take it as a thing where every time he see me, he might go see me for money and not as his son and such. He might see me as the money what I can give. Since then, I try to call him, no answer. The reason why I don't answer, I realize I'm still affected by it. I'm still caught up by it. But you know what? I cannot see a human being suffer and not help them no matter who you are. And I realize in that moment that for me, it was more important for me to help him in that moment. But they can't have a relationship with her. You get where I'm coming from? So that's the truth. I was going to find a picture to show you how can I have to show you more. So I don't have it here. But that's the reason. Also, my father walked out on me. And that's why I didn't stick with my brother and sister if I walk out and get people when they got in trouble. And you see my daughters never wanted to not know their grandfather because I believe in a family and unity. You get what I said? So it was important for me to introduce to them my father so they know him so that they can never introduce them to my father. So that's really what happened with my father. So I don't have a relationship with him, but if my dad or someone I'm feeling brother, me cannot help, because that's not who I am. God will judge him, I can't do it. That's my view.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I know so many of us can relate to those kind of experience. And it takes time of that choice to do what you do. But it also takes time to get to that place. It takes time to get to that place. Good afternoon, everyone.
How are you?
I'm okay. Alright, so my question is the program that we went on to study business in Washington DC still available to Jamaica?
Yeah man, Young Leaders of America Initiative, YLAI, you can join it right now as a matter of fact. And when you leave high school, you can actually you can start a business and you can apply. They must set about 50. Kadeem was actually ready. Kadeem was a recipient too. But they accept about 10 to 15 entrepreneurs every year to go to the United States to study and learn business and proper. By the way, guys, I'm going to say to you something, right? And no opportunity for other people. Really, when the Lord there is saying that squeaking huges gets degrees, you ever hear what I said? If you don't make people know where you are, you're not going to get opportunities. So you see, you're sitting in this room now, waiting for fellowships out there, waiting for scholarships out there, waiting for opportunities out there. You're going to sit down and I expect you to come to you. Nah. So you have to go out and get it. So, search for YLAI, Young Leaders of America Initiative, started by President Obama. Apply for it, start a business, do so. Jago,
And I mean, you can direct those inquiries to the U.S. Embassy. And
U.S. Embassy as well, yeah.
Right, the State Department there, and they're really open to sharing that information. And there are lots of free materials for you at the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica. I mean, I did my internship there, and I can tell you there's a wide array of opportunities available for you there at the U.S. Embassy. So feel free to reach out to them on social media, and they're able to share. So our final question,
Yeah, we have one more. Hey, a group of men, one-on-one educational services. You can Google it. So we provide online learning for students, companies, and governments all across the Caribbean. So you can do your CXC online, your tape online, as well as companies can train their team members online as well. Alright, now, what you know? I know a lot of people have questions, guys, and I'm so sorry I can't answer all. But if you're on social media, you can find me, and I think I'm pretty accessible. Like sometimes I literally answer questions from people. Instagram, I'm the same Ricardo Allen. So you can add me, you can follow me, and we can chat. And I'm quite happy to share those ideas and experiences with you guys. Alright, big up.
we thank you so much for sharing. I'm really inspired to do it. And of course, we can go ahead and reach out.
Don't spoil it now, man.
As I was saying, thank you so much.
Your story was inspiring, was moving, and I'm extremely appreciative that you could come here today, share with us, and be a part of our employment session today. I wish you all the best with your company and newly listed, as you said, and I hope that we will have another conversation sometime. The Caribbean region.
Yeah. Watch your style. Got your style.
Thanks for watching. If you like it, share it with a friend. And definitely think about subscribing for more content like this. Peace.